Oh, take a breather, folks. Getting out of this alive.
Captain, I'm not alone here.
Gods, what else? Hold fire. Maybe they're willing to talk. Please, please don't hurt us. We're just trying to get this Adra for Captain Bardado before she comes and kills us. So were we. I don't think that's possible anymore. We acquired some luminous Adra from the Valian Trading Company, meaning to sell it to Sapiento de Falva in Paradis. My ship sank in a massive storm on the way here, and the Adra was lost. We got to shore, but that's the least of our worries. That's a matter of perspective, isn't it? Our plan was to tell the client we couldn't get the Adra and hide out in Paradis until we knew we were out of trouble. The Valians weren't far behind us. Bardado gave us one last chance. If we could find enough Adra to replace what we lost. Trusting the company is always risky, but not returning the Adra will absolutely get us killed.
Here we go. Left leg. Watch this. You see it. Coming from the right.
Dios sake!
Won't let him through.
Isoksogu! Isoksogu!
Watch your back. Okay. Give me a God.
Dios sake!
God. As soon as I can. Hold it. You're right. Right? A little help. That's more like it.
Dios sake!
My friend, any chance you found some luminous Adra for me? Thank you. Thank you! Now my work can continue. Well, there isn't much interest in alchemy these days. Thank you again, my wonderfully unique friend.
I speak for Paradis. That is all you need to know.
Careful, he could be a messenger. Or this could get interesting.
After what you've done, you cannot imagine we would ignore you. My compatriots have observed your judgment. We have a message for you. We do not give second warnings. Consider this one carefully.
I understand a curious spirit, but...
Did that artifact get warmer, or am I imagining it?
A source of essence? I felt the flutter of Adra, but when I tried to touch it, a force pushed my hand away. A vein separate from ours? I cannot explain it any other way. An ill wind blows through Eora if any of what you say is true. Perhaps. We have no time for theories. Please, think of the kith who live there. I assume nothing. If we cannot bring it to light, we all may be at stake.
Gods. I could roast a Belderreno on the energy coming off this thing.
Nothing to see here, friend.
It's all right. I know who she is. Remember, we never saw each other. Heard you died and came back. Good trek.
Look alive, ladies and gents. We have a visitor. Ah, a kind-hearted Adiran. How nice for them to find a friend here. The way I understand it, they don't have many friends among your countrymen.
Take it easy on her, Soldice. She's all right. For an Adiran.
Fine, if you say so. Well, what do you want? No deal. Pay the difference, or forget it.
Soldice, the envoy saved my life at Northreach.
And glad I am that you're here. But a deal is a deal. We don't give handouts.
It's 2 clients. Believe me, you don't want to get on her bad side.
Oh, Andra's tits! Are we a charity now? Fine. Tell your miserable countrymen the deal is settled. Free of charge. We'll take them to Thirdborn when they're ready.
Literally, don't mention it. Remember, I still don't know you.
Ah, the Emperor's envoy. I'm glad to see His Majesty is sending more Adirans to settle this untamed land. I am Alfir, a captain in the Steel Garrote under Inquisitor Ludwine. How else should one take one's rank, envoy? This sergeant of the Paradis militia refuses to discipline his people about lingering near our headquarters. A less charitable woman might suppose that their loitering is intended to aggravate us.
Be reasonable. My militia need to pass this way to go to and from the East Gate. What are they supposed to do? Walk all the way down to the market entrance just to make you feel better? No one was doing anything to Captain Alfir's soldiers. Look, none of us are professional soldiers. We're militia. We all have other jobs to get back to. Of course, we'll stop to have a drink and a laugh with our friends on our way to and from the gate. If the Steel Garrote want to look down their noses at us for our lack of discipline, that's fine. Just stop complaining that we don't take everything as seriously as you joyless lot!
See? This is what I'm talking about. Antagonism, plain and simple. Thank you, envoy. Reason prevails.
Leave it to an Adiran to complicate the simplest job for the dumbest reasons. Fine. But your ambassador will hear about this.
Yes?
Envoy.
Ah, the execution of justice can always help the Empire. Paradisans, I assume. Where are they? Understood. I shall dispatch agents of the Steel Garrote at once. Thank you for your service to the Empire, envoy. We will fashion a visible lesson to everyone in this city that justice does not discriminate. We have the means to provide for those who lend assistance. Take care, envoy.
You sent them to their deaths. You and your empire gain nothing from this.
Did you enjoy that, envoy? I hope you got something out of it.
Poor guy. Didn't even stand a chance.
Something doesn't feel right here. Never has. Aye, aye.
Worth and wrath!
Here it comes. Stand back.
Something happened here. Birth. Voices. Arms building a wall. The ruins sleep in the field now. How do we leave our mark upon the river of memory? Planting seeds. The body dies, but ideals persist. Your clarity of vision soothes us.
Just like the Strangled Road. Envoy, you gotta tell me your secret.
The Envoy blacked out for a moment, and now the Adra has flowers on it. Does that about sum it up?
Hold a moment. They tell me you're going to Emerald Stair. Business or pleasure? Of course. Don't let me keep you. Fair warning, Envoy. Before you showed up, Inquisitor Ludwine barged past me. She was looking none too pleased. Good advice. Since she arrived, there's been a spike in disappearances. And I don't want to be one of them. Anyway, I thought you should know Ludwine's on the prowl. Tread lightly.
As long as she's not on our scent. Hopefully, your handling of Egwolf brought us some grace with her.
You're cleared to pass, Envoy.
Can't say I'm sad to be leaving Paradis. I had no idea how tense things were with the Adirans moving in.
And Egwolf's death won't help matters.
Survival dictates you remove a threat as soon as it makes itself known. That's exactly what you did.
Regardless, the Steel Garrote will see this as an excuse to crack down. I get the feeling they've been looking for one.
Steel Garrote? I figured they're just more intense Adran soldiers.
They're certainly making their presence known. Can't say they're making any friends, though.
I don't like that Ludwig woman. She gives me the vrikas.
Yeah, I've seen floggings gentler than the scolding she gave Hilgard. One's tacking when the other's jibing, if you catch my drift. Sorry, old sailor slang. They're working at cross purposes. And that's gonna mean trouble for everyone around them before long.
Then it's a good thing we're getting out of the city.
Yeah. Much as Liviana misses our company, I wouldn't count on your mysterious friend reviving you a second time.
Are you listening to that friend when you go all blank-eyed from time to time? Does your special friend talk to you? I mean, I had an imaginary friend when I was little, but they never brought me back from the dead.
He means that with all due professional respect, of course.
How do you know this friend doesn't mean us any harm? Unless they have their own use for you.
We're headed to Fior Iverno to see if the Animancers know anything about the Dream Scourge, right? Maybe we'll learn something about your condition in the process.
Right.
Just mind how close you get.
They could stand around and have scholarly debates about souls all they want.
I haven't been back in a while, but Fior is, an interesting place. It was founded about 50 years ago by a disgraced Valian duke and a handful of animancers who'd soured on politics in the republics.
Town full of nobles, scholars, and leeches. Right. You know, present company excluded. And oh.
Don't take it personally.
I'd say something back at you, but I'm just not feeling it for some reason.
See what I mean? It turns out that academics are as ungovernable as the rest of us rabble.
You don't understand what they're messing with.
They've held it at bay, until recently. Their ingenuity, or madness, or heresy, take your pick, has fed a lot of people in the living lands. But, rumor has it, some unnatural blight is destroying their crops. We'll find out soon enough. There's something I've been putting off. Tama. He passed a while ago, but... You won't regret it.
No matter what I tell you, you keep picking flowers from things that want to kill you.
Hey, they love me.
Right. Well, you came to the right place.
You and I have quite the adventure ahead of us, Envoy.
I have 2 rules. No campfire songs, and no hugs. That last one's non-negotiable.
I hear wiggle room on the singing.
If we're done being ridiculous, we should get some rest.
Good to have you with us, Marius.
Right.
Oh, would you be a dear and help with these portraits, please?
Looks like she could use our help. Let's give her a hand. Hey! Over here!
We are seek!
Don't get too comfortable. More are on the way.
Be your sake! Mess me too! Be your seek! Worth and wrath! Be your sake!
Oh, fantastic. People. I was about to lose my wits.
A mind's question. The dust of the Akita in her hair. She knocks. We would answer.
You wouldn't happen to have a ladder on hand, would you? Don't take that tone with me, darling. There's a beautiful vase right in those ruins that I cannot reach. And as sharp as my wits are, they are a poor substitute for a ladder. But perhaps we don't need one. You're tall, striking, and well-toned. Do they really? Well, I wonder what other advantages godlikes come with. Maybe the three of you have experimented?
I'll try anything twice.
It's more of an animancy thing, isn't it?
You make lovemaking sound like Hector Brewer discussing tea. Flaccid. In any event, I already have a lover. He always carries a ladder. But, sadly, he's busy helping the animancers in Fior, and I need this vase now. Typical. An Adiran never works for free. The vase sits atop that tower beside us, in the ruins there. And once you've got it, look me up.
You do meet the most interesting people.
I can get you 1,000 vases that don't require going into some ancient ruins. No one listens to me.
Andra's titties, you found it! I tried using magic to get the vase down, but alas. Thankfully, you and your little friends came along and saved the day.
Excuse me. We're all bigger than you are, Nimdude.
I may be small, but my magic is not, I assure you. Of course I can. Are you a wizard as well? Remarkable. An Adiran godlike wizard. You're nearly as fascinating as this godless vase. But I'd best pack up. I want to get home. I have a new artifact to study. Thank you for your help, godlike.
Well, that's something I hope never happens again.
I've got a few inches to spare if she changes.
Darling, you are aware I can see you digging through my things, aren't you?
This. Stay alert.
This is taking too long. We should have gotten orders by now.
Inquisitor Lair was taking her time.
They wouldn't have put it all the way out here if it wasn't something good.
Is anybody there? I'm in trouble. Can anyone hear me? Is anybody there?
Be sick!
Here they come. This one's mine.
Not sure about that.
I was just getting warmed up.
Keep going. I'm down here.
Unseen, unheard.
Show me what you got.
Worth and rot!
What's this? Another down.
What's the target?
Be sick! Isaksogu! Be sick!
Give me a target. Nothing stopping me.
Be sick!
Hey! Over here! I think I'm dying.
Be sick! Be sick! Be sick!
I've got a shot.
Oh, finally a rescuer. I'm not dead yet. Oh, 1 minute. I'm engrossed in my research. Didn't have a clue. The Quilici warned Vidaro that the roots would swallow the soil. We've never had plants like these. I'm not going anywhere yet. My notes are down here somewhere. They may not be ruined yet, but we'll have to work quickly. As soon as I dug them out, a gang of sporlings ran off with them. I can heave myself topside in time. If it makes you feel better, for all I know, they could be halfway to Naku Tedek.
You take lead.
Watch yourself. Watch this.
Be sick!
Let's see what you got.
Be sick! Be sick!
Got a shot. Aye, aye.
You're alive? Yes, the cover's a little worse for wear, but my findings on squirrel essence... As everyone knows, squirrel brains grow and shrink in accordance with the nut season. So I thought, what if a squirrel's soul shrinks too, huh? If Vidaro's father hadn't built an animancy refuge here, I'd still be there. I can't imagine any of my specimens are still intact. But I've got my notes. Take this. Buy yourself something nice.
I thought we only got people like him in Paradis.
The Emperor's envoy. You're a welcome sight. Thank you again for your help with the militia in Paradis. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians and their love of animancy. While they theorize and do nothing, the sickness spreads. But worry not, envoy. The Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of Adiran interests when the time comes. We all have our part to play, envoy. Until later.
How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike? My reputation precedes me.
It was more the sound of your voice that preceded you.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Seems more likely you'll have to punch some sense into him.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion.
Did you hear that, Ignacy? You should be taking notes.
Ah, of course. The Adiran envoy. Ambassador Hilgard sent a missive telling me to expect you. How delightful. You speak with a measure of authority, but I caution you to remember who's in charge around here.
Now that's what I call a first impression. As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands. Then there's no time to waste arguing with bureaucrats.
I like her already.
I believe that we can restore the land. Our governor would rather ignore the problem.
They do. And that's the kind of reckless behavior I'm trying to avoid.
Reckless is all we have time for. Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Must be nice that all the arguing isn't about you, for once.
I'm just trying to stop Chiata from hurting herself. I see you're unfamiliar with animancy. Are you going to tell her about your family's basement?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Really? Unexpected from an Adiran. Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties.
Your request is denied, Chiata.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Chiata Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Iverno.
Whoa, you're banishing her for that?
What?
Ignacy, We can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giata is an outcast. Perhaps, but I can't just let her continue to poison the minds of my animancers.
They aren't your animancers. Your father understood that.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior, Miss Ivèrno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west, by the workshop.
I'll find us another bedroom.
As I had planned. I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Giata, some manners, if you please.
Why start now?
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego. I can think of one. He's an entitled little worm who can't stand to be proven wrong.
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... curses. Without Fior, Miss Ivèrno, I'm hardly even an animancer. Most of us would be better off without tyrannical bureaucrats. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want. On my terms. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long. Straight to business then. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem. Today, that changes. Glad to hear it. Monto Pastor is in the workshop due west. Elia Rossel is an authority on the undead. And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. Each of them owes me a favor. We're about to make history. But first, research.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Confounded machine. Oh, I heard there was a new arrival. Giada. What a loss. Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research. Ha! A novel idea. What I need is a stronger power source. Grimoires can hold intense power, but besides, grimoires require a wizard to draw in essence. Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Adragon recently died in a western grove. Indeed, but that well is almost dry. An Adragon's heart can hold an immense amount of essence. The grove is to the west, across the chasm. You may be able to retrieve it without violence, but... So, you can understand why none of us went rushing over there to... Still, Delemgan queens can be reasoned with. Do be careful. Emerald Stair is not itself these days.
Those be careful with all... The Trantons. A bunch of butzos, if you ask me. But they are dangerous, I'll admit.
Look out for her, Fidelio. How hard could that have been? If I could help myself, do you think I'd be in here? I don't mean that. I have a lot on my plate. Well, I suppose the worst I can do at this point is waste your time. I'm Fidelio, Lieutenant Fidelio Sarat. I lead one of our ranger outfits. At least, for now, that is. At this rate, I'll be lucky if I'm not. We were helping with the recovery effort until we hit a snag.
We saved old Felipe from one of those pits. Though, that might do you more harm than good.
As if that weren't bad enough, I'm losing track of these searchers, too. My 2 youngest rangers were supposed to report back from their rounds. I assumed they'd turn up. But it's been 3 days now. They're still not here. Praise Ilia. Their names are Belena and Adalaro. I doubt they'll be apart. They were good rangers once. But since they've caught each other's eye, all they do is sneak off to... I wouldn't have put it that way, but all right.
Well, there's worse places to make the 4-legged beast. I promise you that.
New recruits running off with each other? Oh man, this brings me back.
Anyway, I never thought I had any cause for concern. They always found their way back eventually, but they haven't this time. They're out there, all alone, and they could be in danger, and The last time I saw them, I sent them to patrol the northern riverbed. If you go that way, please, keep an eye out for them.
2 young Nemdutin wandering out by a river. Consider them found.
Something happened here. The end of an age. For centuries we stood tall. But the winds were violent. The infection weakened our roots. Day turns to night now. How do we survive when the tempest roils? Our leaves sway in the summer breeze. The seasons change.
Gone. Adelaro's gone. He's a dream. We're all dreams now. Hello. Are you a fish too? Oh, the sardines shimmer. They swim in silver circles.
Something's not right with her. She's probably the ranger Fidelio told us to look out for.
Belena sings on the breeze. We're Belena? Maybe you're Belena. Where's Adelaro? We need him. Adelaro. His sunshine face. His midnight eyes. Adelaro's face burst into violet when the dreams came.
She's talking about another dream thrall.
She watched that happen to him. God.
A lamb taken from the flock. How do we soothe her?
Your friends speak true. They know us. Help us. When you find them, they will scream. They will sing with you. Soon the rest of Fior will be swallowed by dreams too. But tell us of Adelaro first. Where is he?
If nothing else, you'll spare from having to see it.
Find him. Give the lieutenant our badges. He swims in the bone and boar. He calls himself Fidelio, but Adelaro stumbles at the mouth of the river above us.
Worth and Roth!
More of this stuff.
Chew it! Spit it out! Chew it out! Wait, see you!
Stop that one!
your sake!
Rows of teeth! Rows of teeth!
Be your sake!
Let me catch my breath. Take a shot.
Be your sake!
Well, that was fun.
I really don't think you saw what you think you saw.
You think I'm what? Seeing things? They're out there. I know it.
You haven't eaten in a week. No.
There's someone else out there. Someone new. Probably Adherans.
And you're the only one who saw them?
People in armor, skulking about in the forest. And it's definitely not the rangers from Fior.
See? Even the Adheran agrees with me. Either way, you need to get some rest. And you, Adheran, should just be moving on.
Stop right there, Adheran. I know what you did. You're lucky I don't kill you right now. Egwolf's blood is on your hands. On a different day, I'd make you regret that. I won't this time. Go ahead. We're tired and hungry. That doesn't mean we're helpless. Watch yourself.
I said, stand down. If they had come to kill us, we would be dead.
Erlen, this is the Adheran who killed Egwolf. We can't just...
What are you going to do? Growl at them with your stomach? She killed Egwolf for a reason. Egwolf was a zealot and a madman. Many of our fellow rebels hold fast to Egwolf's vision. Now, we are tired. Please state your purpose and leave. We fought with the rebels in Paradis. The Steel Garrote closed in on us. All we wanted was to survive. Don't be ridiculous. We do not commit wanton violence. We've preyed upon these people. They are trying to make their way as we try to make ours. The greatest boon you could give would be to turn around and leave.
Please tell me you found them.
Your rangers lost to the Dream Scourge.
The Dream Scourge? Here? Tell me you're joking. So it is. Gods, I saw these signs I didn't want. They'd been acting sideways more. I thought it was... Well, I don't have to tell you twice. I think I know the answer, but is either of them still alive? Merla, when she turns, Fior will panic. Where is she now? Then I can't leave her. I can't kill her either, but I'll have to find the strength. Here. You went to a lot of trouble. You ought to be paid for it. It's time for me to get out of here and actually do my job.
Looks like no one is safe from the Dream Scourge. There's nothing anyone can do.
Taking the shot off. Let's see what you got. Try.
See.
Nice right. Your left. I have the shot.
Be your sake! Be your sake!
Another win, but who's counting? Looks like that broke off of something. Wonder where it goes.
At all godlike. I've heard whispers that one of your kind was here in the Living Lands. In case it wasn't clear, I'm the point of contact for anyone with bounties to turn in. Diverus? You work fast. I see. Then the other bounty hunters did not fare so well. I am glad at least to know of their fate. Perfetto. Return when you have more to claim.
I've got a shot.
Seek!
Let's see what you got. Let me catch my breath.
Ekworth and Roth! Seek!
I got this.
Isaksogu! Seek!
I had a shot. I can't. Back on my feet.
Seek!
Another one.
Seek!
Just wait. Hey! Over here!
For your sake!
Where?
For your sake!
Watch this!
For your sake! Ekworth and Roth! Isoksu!
Let him through! Come and get me! Taking the shot. Need more time. Gotcha.
Seek!
Gods, help!
Silmesnitum! Ekworth and Roth! Then! Be your sake! Isoksu!
Right with you. Try.
Worth and wrath! Sirmes Nitu!
I'm almost done here. Give me a target. Hey! Over here! This is it for me. Just as good. Watch your back. Back in the fight. On my last legs. Nothing's stopping me.
Be sink!
Good one.
Worth and wrath! Be sink!
Come and get me! Who's ready for more? Get me. Taking the shot.
Be your sake!
Nothing's stopping me. Hey! Over here!
Be your sake!
Target. Done. Back on my feet. Coming from the right.
Worth the rock!
Let's see what you got.
Be your sake!
Not looking so. Hey! Over here!
Be your sake! Silmes Nitum!
Thanks. Need a minute.
Be your sake!
Come and get me! Better weapon.
Be your sake!
I have a shot.
I could use some help in here.
Not bad, Marius.
Many thanks, my friends. Much as I hate to say it, there's no way I could have fought past those bastards on my own. Name's Ivèrno. I'd love to stay and give proper thanks, but Ranger Ivèrno needs my report. No idea. Maybe ransom or leverage over the Rangers. I came here with Ranger Casagrada to scout this area out. Oh, we got a tip that a force of bandits was gathering at this old homestead. One of us must have stepped on a twig, because they spotted us right away. When I squared off, Casagrada ran the other way. Said he was going to grab Dorso for backup. Trust me, I wish he hadn't. After Casagrada left, several more bandits joined the fight. They overwhelmed me and took me hostage. I overheard them talking about meeting someone next to a root-strangled tree with a view of the town. They seemed to think their contact was one of the Rangers. But that would make that Ranger a traitor. Oh, I seriously doubt it. Casagrada is a bright enough kid, but he doesn't have the capacity to conspire.
I'd bet my life that Casa Grada isn't a traitor. Just a coward. See, that's the damnedest thing. The bandits have it worse than we do. With the way trade has dried up, there is no one else here. There is just monsters. And you. Maybe so. Well, I should start hobbling back. Thanks again for looking out. If you're in the area, go see Captain Ivèrno at the watchtower. She'll be glad to see you.
I'm not sure what to make of this, but I don't like it.
Taking the shot! Come and get me! This one's mine! Gotcha!
Be your sake! Be your sake!
I have the shot. What you got?
Be your sake!
Watch the lab. Quick move. Need a minute.
Be your sake! Isos! Be your sake!
Stay. They won't get past me. Give me a moment.
Be your sake!
Come and get me! Just wait.
Be your sake! Seek! Seek!
Nice shot. Good fighting.
So he was here all along.
This poor guy looks like he was important.
This is a spiritual haven. Could we remove the animancy equipment?
Please, my friend. You can take what you want from the shrine. Just don't break anything. Lamps and incense can be replaced. But the treasure he took... Forgive me. These are difficult times for a man of faith. While I was at prayer, a bandit held a knife to my throat and stole the reliquary of Saint Widwin. Just look at me. Gods, I'm still shaking. He was. The war ended years ago, yet still the scars remain. Maybe the gods have abandoned the living lands. Or maybe they've abandoned me. Well, if the gods are silent, I'll take their messenger. He fled west into the wilderness. If you find him, please, no more bloodshed. Still fighting over Widewin.
A saint's relic? Where would you even find something like that?
People who mean no malice generally don't go into banditry.
Well, there are worse places to go.
Right behind you.
Worth and Roth!
Try that again. Coming from the rear. Hey! Over here!
Be your sake! Be your sake!
Left leg, hold. Look to your left. Back in the fight. Still recovering. They won't get past me.
Be your sake!
Taking the shot.
Be your sake! Isos!
Nothing there. What? Where? Let's see what you got.
Be your sake!
Nice shot. To your left. There.
Worth and Roth! Be your seek!
Nothing stopping me.
Be your sake!
Behind you. Another down.
Be your sake! Be your sake!
Next one's mine.
Welcome back. You are here to collect a bounty, huh? Whose death am I recording? Impressive. I wonder if my theory about her is correct. Is that so? Huh, how fascinating. Here's hoping I get to prove to study the flow of essence into the region's fauna after all this is done. If only we could find a way to coexist with them. But I suppose it is in their nature to oppose innovation. Huh? Nature? From the depths of my soul, I thank you. May their poor souls find peace in their rest. Good. Outlaws living off the hard work of others deserve nothing less. Perfetto! That's all of them! Ah, yes. Forgive my manners. Thank you, truly. At last I can turn my attention to more important things. Oh, how I've missed my research. Please take this. It's from my personal collection of essence-infused oddities. I have a feeling you will find it of more use than I would.